As word of the shooting spread today, reaction at the Capitol in Frankfort included moments of silence.
And for one lawmaker, it brought back memories of her own husband's experience 25 years ago last week.
WHS 11's political editor Chris Williams was at the Capitol as we were learning about the shooting. He's joining us with more on this story. Chris?
Senator Danny Carroll, Republican from the 2nd District and a graduate of Marshall County High School, released a statement where he described that he was heartbroken. He jumped on a plane to head home and help out there. State Representative Will Coursey, a Democrat from House District 6, wrote, quote, "Words cannot describe the grief our community feels as we try to comprehend this senseless tragedy." The Attorney General described resources he's offering to help those impacted, and another state rep knows that the community will need the compassion and the support. Her small community understands the pain too well.
It was a terrifying time, and it galvanized not just those students, but an entire generation within the school system.
That school is East Carter High School in Grayson, where on January 18, 1993, a student murdered a teacher and a custodian, then took his classmates hostage. Representative Jill York's husband was an East Carter student at the time, but fortunately was not in the class the young gunman attacked.
This is in the days before we had big evacuation plans for violent acts at our schools. Kids were actually fleeing the campus and going and sheltering in his house and then using the phone there to be able to contact their families and let them know how they were okay.
The 96th District Republican knows the impacts of the ripple effect that hit her small community and is certainly being felt across Marshall County tonight. She urged compassion and resources from her colleagues and those serving in public office.
I would caution everyone who works in public service to resist any urges to politicize this, because right now we need to focus on the human element, care for the folks, care for the wounded. Our prayers for the community and for the administrators who are going to have to bring these students together and move forward. Let's do that first, and then we can talk about solutions and what might need to be happening in the future later on.
Our main focus in this office is on the victims of this shooting and of all violent crime, and making sure we do everything we can to put them on the best path towards healing.
We also met with Attorney General Andy Beshear, who said his office has offered prosecutorial help, but also help through victims' advocates. One of those advocates survived the Heath High School shooting in Paducah just more than 20 years ago.
So I hope our resources, Brittany's guidance and counsel, can be helpful, because if we can reduce that trauma, even just by a little bit for these families, after they are able to get through today, then we've
shared many of the other statements from lawmakers and public officials online and on social media. You can visit our Facebook pages and Twitter handles to see them in full. Chris Williams, WHAS 11 News.